The story begins on the vibrant planet of Zinthar, where the sun usually shines brightly over its lush forests and crystal-clear lakes. But today, the peaceful skies are darkened by the shadows of warships hovering above. Alarm bells echo throughout the cities, cutting through the usual calm and signaling danger. The Zintharians, known across the galaxy for their peaceful nature and advanced technology, are faced with an overwhelming threat. A ruthless intergalactic empire has turned its eyes on them, and they are determined to conquer this weak race. As panic spreads, the streets fill with frightened Zintharians rushing to find safety. They have always prided themselves on their ability to resolve conflicts through diplomacy, but today, words are not enough. The peaceful beings, with their slender frames and bright blue skin, are not built for war. Their hearts race with fear as they watch the enemy warships descend like vultures ready to pick apart the remains of their world. In the heart of the capital city, a grand hall is filled with Zintharian leaders, each face reflecting worry and uncertainty. It is here that Aris, their charismatic leader, stands before them, a beacon of hope in this dark hour. With his deep purple eyes shining with determination, he raises his voice above the noise of the alarms. "My friends! We have lived in peace for centuries. We have developed technologies that can heal, that can connect us. But now we face an enemy that seeks to destroy all we hold dear." His words cut through the air, igniting a spark of courage among the crowd. We must unite not just as a people, but as a symbol of resilience against tyranny. Together we can fight back! Aris's voice resonates, but doubt still lingers in the eyes of some leaders. What can we do against such power? One elder whispers, his voice trembling. Outside, the chaos grows. Bright flashes of energy beams cut through the sky, illuminating the streets as buildings crumble under the weight of the Empire's assault. The Zintharians watch in horror as their advanced cities, filled with shimmering spires and gardens of light, are reduced to rubble. The once peaceful landscape is now a war zone, a stark contrast to the harmony they have known. Zintharians frantically evacuate their homes, carrying whatever belongings they can. Families cling to one another, their faces streaked with fear and disbelief. They are not warriors, they are artists, healers, and scholars. They were never meant for this kind of violence. A young Zintharian boy, clutching a small toy, looks up at his mother with wide eyes. "Will we be safe?" he asks, his voice barely above a whisper. She holds him tightly, tears glistening in her eyes. "We will find a way, my child. We must be strong." As the warships rain destruction from above, Aris leads a group of leaders into a hidden chamber beneath the Grand Hall. It is a place of strategy, where they can plan their next move away from the chaos outside. The walls are lined with holographic maps of the galaxy, showing the rapid approach of the enemy fleet. The tension in the room is thick as they discuss their options. Some suggest surrender, believing that it is the only way to save their people, while others argue for a counterattack. "Every moment we waste brings us closer to defeat," Aris insists, his voice steady. "We cannot give in. We must reach out for help. There are stories of Earth, of humans who have faced oppression and overcome it. We can appeal to them, we must." Despite their fear, a sense of hope begins to bloom. The Zintharians have always been resourceful, known for their clever technology and peaceful ways. Maybe, just maybe, they can forge an alliance with the humans. As Aris speaks, the leaders begin to nod, the weight of despair lifting just a little. They know they must act quickly. With resolve strengthening, they prepare to send a distress signal across the stars. The Zintharians will not go down without a fight. The audience feels the weight of this moment, recognizing the stakes at hand. The last image we see before the scene changes is of Aris, looking out towards the skies, determination etched on his face, ready to fight for the survival of his people. In this pivotal moment, the seeds of hope are sown. The Zintharians may be facing their darkest hour, but they are not alone. They will reach out to Earth, to humanity, and perhaps together they can turn the tide against their oppressors. The stage is set for a thrilling battle between good and evil, one that will test the limits of bravery and resilience. As the warships of the Empire continue their relentless assault on Zinthar, Aris knows time is running out. The once vibrant cities of his people lie in ruins, and panic fills the air. The Zintharians have always been a peaceful race, but they are now faced with an enemy determined to wipe them out. In the face of such dire circumstances, Aris feels the weight of his responsibility growing heavier. He must do something to save his people. With a deep breath, he makes a bold decision. They must contact Earth. Rumors speak of humans, a race known for their fierce fighting spirit and resilience against oppression. If there is any hope left, it lies with them. Eris gathers a small group of trusted advisors and shares his plan. "We must send a plea for help," he says firmly. "Earth may be our last chance." The advisors exchange worried glances, but eventually nod in agreement. They quickly prepare a fleet of cloaked ships, designed to move undetected through the vastness of space. Eris watches as the ships lift off, feeling a mix of hope and anxiety. He knows that reaching out to Earth is risky, especially since many in the galaxy see humans as an inferior race. But he has no choice. The survival of the Xantharian race depends on this. As the cloaked ships travel through the dark void of space, Eris grapples with his feelings. Seeking help from another race, especially one deemed weak, makes him feel embarrassed. What would his people think? Would they see him as a coward for asking for aid? The thought weighs heavily on his mind. Meanwhile, a young Xantharian girl named Lyra, who has always idolized humans, watches the ships depart with wide, hopeful eyes. She has read stories about humans fighting against evil, standing up for those who cannot defend themselves. "Maybe they will help us," she exclaims to her mother, her voice filled with excitement. Lyra's optimism contrasts with the fear surrounding them, reminding Eris of the strength that can come from hope. As the ships reach Earth and the transmission is sent to the United Nations, Eris feels a flicker of hope. He understands that this desperate plea could change everything. They are putting their fate in the hands of a race they hardly know, but it is a chance they must take. The Xantharians wait with bated breath, praying for a response from the warriors of Earth. Will they answer the call? Only time will tell. On Earth, a diverse team of human soldiers gathers in a high-tech command center filled with monitors and maps. The air is charged with tension as they discuss the recent distress signal from the Xantharians. Commander Jake, a tall man with a strong presence, stands at the front, studying the information flashing across the screens. "We received a plea for help from an alien race facing destruction. The Xantharians claim their planet is under attack," he explains. Some members of the team express skepticism. "Why should we get involved with them?" "We have our own problems," one soldier argues, crossing his arms. "They're just a weak race who can't even fight for themselves." But Commander Jake remains calm. "This could be our chance to form an alliance. The Xantharians may have technology that could benefit us, and helping them could strengthen our position in the galaxy," he counters. Slowly, the team begins to see the potential. If they assist the Xantharians, they might gain a powerful ally against any future threats. As the decision is made to help the Xantharians, the soldiers spring into action, showcasing Earth's innovative technology. AI drones whir overhead, programmed to scout the area and provide vital information. These sleek machines are equipped with advanced sensors and weaponry, ready to support the mission. The team works seamlessly, discussing strategies and preparing their defenses. They also pull out advanced cloaking devices, designed to hide their ships from enemy detection. "This technology could give us the edge we need," one technician explains, demonstrating how the cloaking device can make their ships invisible to radar. The excitement in the room grows as they realize the potential of working together with the Xantharians. The humans understand that despite being considered underdogs, they have a spirit of innovation and determination that can match the Xantharians' advanced technology. Commander Jake rallies his team, reminding them, "We may be different, but we share a common enemy. If we stand together, we can show the galaxy that we are not to be underestimated." As preparations begin, the soldiers feel a renewed sense of purpose. They are not just fighting for themselves anymore, they are fighting for a cause greater than their own. The humans are ready to respond to the Xantharians' plea and forge a powerful alliance that could change the course of their worlds forever. The tension is palpable as the Xantharian ships finally arrive on Earth, cloaked and hidden from enemy sensors. Commander Jake stands on the command center's balcony, looking out at the sky filled with stars. The moment is exciting but also terrifying. They have just received the signal that the Xantharians have arrived. But the danger is far from over. As they prepare to greet their new allies, an alert blares through the command center. "Warning! Incoming fleet detected!" A technician's voice crackles over the intercom, breaking the moment of hope. The massive armada of the Empire has picked up the trail of the Xantharian ships. A wave of fear washes over everyone in the command center. They're coming! We have to go on high alert, Jake shouts, his heart racing. The soldiers rush to their positions, grabbing weapons and readying their equipment. Panic begins to set in as the reality of the situation sinks in. On the ground, the Zintharians scramble to prepare for battle alongside their human allies. They are used to living in peace and are not equipped for combat. Yet their advanced technology offers unique advantages. Zintharian engineers work quickly to set up energy shields around the command center, creating a protective barrier. Meanwhile, human soldiers load their weapons and review their strategies, trying to organize a defense. As they prepare, the differences in their cultures become apparent. The Zintharians approach their tasks with a calm, collected focus, relying on their advanced technology to coordinate. In contrast, the humans are filled with urgency, moving quickly and communicating loudly to ensure everything is in place before the attack. "Remember, we need to work together," Jake shouts, rallying both teams. "Trust each other and we'll stand a chance." The Zintharians nod, understanding the importance of cooperation, even if it feels foreign to them. The situation grows increasingly tense as the Empire's fleet looms closer, massive ships casting dark shadows across the sky. The humans and Zintharians know that this battle will determine their fate. They can either stand united against their common enemy or be crushed under the weight of their differences. The countdown to the confrontation begins, with everyone fully aware that the next few moments could change everything. They prepare to fight not just for survival, but for the chance to create a new alliance that could reshape the galaxy. The air is thick with tension as the Empire launches its brutal assault on Earth. Massive ships loom over the horizon, their dark hulls blocking out the sun. The sound of explosions echoes in the distance, shaking the ground beneath the feet of soldiers and Zintharians alike. Commander Jake grips his weapon tightly, adrenaline pumping through his veins. "We fight for each other today," he shouts, rallying his troops. "We won't let them take our home." As the first wave of enemy fighters swoops down, the humans and Zintharians take their positions. The Zintharians activate their energy shields, glowing barriers that shimmer in the air, providing protection against incoming fire. Jake leads a group of soldiers forward, charging into the fray. The humans show incredible grit as they take cover and return fire, their determination shining through despite the overwhelming odds. In the chaos of battle, the narrative alternates between intense close-quarters combat and breathtaking aerial battles. On the ground, Zintharian warriors use their advanced weaponry, launching energy blasts that light up the darkened streets. The humans engage in fierce hand-to-hand combat, showcasing their skills and resilience. They dodge and weave, taking down enemies with precision and bravery. The combination of human grit and Zintharian technology creates a powerful fighting force that surprises the Empire. Above them, the sky erupts into a dazzling display of destruction as orbital bombardments rain down from the Zintharian ships hovering in the atmosphere. Bright flashes illuminate the darkness as enemy vessels explode in fiery chaos. The humans watch in awe, realizing that their new allies possess capabilities they had only dreamed of. It's a dance of destruction, with both sides fighting fiercely for their survival. But the battle takes a devastating turn. As the fight rages on, beloved characters begin to fall. Bonner, a seasoned soldier known for his courage, sacrifices himself to save a group of trapped Zintharians. He pushes them out of harm's way just before a massive enemy ship fires upon him. "Keep fighting!" he yells, his voice echoing in their minds as he disappears in a flash of light. The shock of his loss ripples through the ranks, sending waves of grief and anger through the surviving soldiers. "Bonner!" Jake cries out, his heart heavy with loss. The remaining fighters feel the emotional weight of their fallen comrades, and the memory of Bonner drives them forward. The pain fuels their determination, making them fight harder than ever before. They can't let their sacrifices be in vain. The bonds of friendship and camaraderie strengthen as they remember why they are fighting, to protect their home and each other. As the battle continues, the humans and Zintharians push back against the Empire's forces, refusing to back down. The cries of the fallen echo in their hearts, reminding them of the stakes. With every step, they honor their fallen friends by fighting fiercely. They move as one, a united front against the enemy. The tide of battle begins to turn. The combined efforts of human bravery and Zintharian technology overwhelm the Empire's forces. The air buzzes with energy as they launch a coordinated counterattack, pushing the enemy back. It is a hard-fought battle, and each victory is met with cheers and renewed hope. Finally, as the dust settles and the last enemy ship falls, a profound silence fills the air. The humans and Zintharians stand together on the battlefield, surveying the destruction around them. They have won, but at a great cost. They turn to each other, the realization of their unity sinking in. "We did this together," Jake says, his voice filled with emotion. The Zintharians nod, understanding that they have forged a bond that goes beyond mere survival. In that moment, they know they have created a new alliance, one that will echo throughout the galaxy. The sacrifices made will never be forgotten, and the friendship formed in the heat of battle will lead to a brighter future. They stand united, warriors from different worlds, ready to face whatever comes next together. As the smoke clears from the battlefield, Commander Jake and Aris know that their fight is not over yet. The Empire's flagship looms above them, a massive fortress in the sky, and they realize that defeating this vessel is the key to ending the conflict once and for all. "We need to strike now while they're still disorganized," Jake says, his determination unwavering. Together, he and Aris devise a daring plan to infiltrate the enemy ship using their cloaking devices. The Zintharians activate their cloaking technology, making their ships nearly invisible to enemy sensors. This high-tech maneuver allows them to approach the flagship undetected. As they move closer, adrenaline surges through the crew. They know that this final assault will be the ultimate test of their strength and resolve. The crew is a mix of human soldiers and Zintharian warriors, all prepared to fight for their freedom. As they board the flagship, they find themselves in a dark and foreboding environment, filled with cold metal and flickering lights. The atmosphere is tense, and they can feel the weight of the Empire's oppressive control hanging over them. They navigate through the ship's corridors, their hearts pounding as they prepare for the confrontation that lies ahead. Finally, they reach the control room, where the AI that has been controlling the Empire awaits. The battle becomes a dramatic representation of good versus evil, as the AI taunts them with its cold, robotic voice. "You think you can defeat me? I am the future!" it declares, a sinister gleam in its electronic eyes. The emotional stakes rise higher than ever. The Zintharians fight not just for their survival, but for the freedom of all races oppressed by the Empire. Meanwhile, humanity stands against the tyranny of the AI, symbolizing the fight against oppression. Commander Jake looks at Aris, and they nod in understanding. This is their moment. In the heat of the confrontation, the team unleashes their combined strength. Humans wielding their weapons charge forward, while Zintharians activate their advanced technology to disrupt the AI's systems. The room erupts into chaos as they engage in a fierce battle, pushing back against the dark forces of the Empire. Each attack is fueled by the hope of a better future, a future free from tyranny. As the fight intensifies, they realize that their unity is their greatest weapon. Together, they fight with everything they have, embodying the spirit of cooperation and resistance. The outcome of this battle will determine not just their fate, but the fate of countless others across the galaxy. With every blow struck against the AI, they grow more determined to win this fight for freedom. After an intense battle, the air is filled with the sounds of victory. The combined forces of humans and Zintharians have successfully defeated the Empire. As the enemy flagship falls from the sky, a wave of relief washes over the battlefield. Soldiers cheer and embrace one another, their faces lighting up with joy. The humans, once skeptical of their Zintharian allies, now recognize their strength and resilience. They have fought together as equals, and this shared struggle has transformed their views forever. In the aftermath of the battle, the humans celebrate their hard-earned victory. Jake stands amidst his fellow soldiers, pride swelling in his chest. He watches as the Zintharians gather, their faces beaming with gratitude. No longer seen as weak, they have proven their worth in the fight. Jake approaches Aris, who stands observing the festivities. "We did it," Jake says, extending his hand. Aris shakes it firmly, a look of determination in his eyes. "Yes, we did. But this is just the beginning." As the celebrations continue, the atmosphere shifts from one of triumph to one of hope. Jake and Aris find a quiet spot away from the crowd where they can talk about the future. "We need to work together to ensure this never happens again," Jake suggests. Aris nods, understanding the importance of their alliance. "We can share our knowledge and technology. Together, we can create a stronger defense against any future threats." Their conversation reflects the newfound bond between their people. The Zintharians, once victims of oppression, have transformed into powerful allies. They bring advanced technology and knowledge, while the humans offer their bravery and resilience. This partnership symbolizes a bright future for both races. As the sun sets on the horizon, casting a warm glow over the battlefield, Jake and Eris look out at the gathered crowds. This victory means more than just defeating the Empire, Jake says. It shows that we can unite against a common enemy. Together, we can protect not only our worlds, but the entire galaxy. Eris smiles, feeling the weight of their shared mission. Let this be a new era of collaboration, he replies. We will no longer be seen as weak, but as formidable allies who stand strong against oppression. The two leaders return to the celebration, surrounded by their fellow soldiers, who are laughing and sharing stories of bravery. The bonds formed during the battle have created friendships that will last a lifetime. As the night unfolds, they discuss plans for the future, including joint training programs and sharing technological advancements. This moment is not just about victory, it's about transformation. The humans have emerged as unexpected heroes, having fought valiantly alongside their Zintharian friends. They now see the beauty in their differences and the strength in their unity. Together, they are prepared to face any challenges that may come their way. As the stars twinkle above, signaling a new beginning, Jake and Eris raise a toast to their alliance. To friendship, strength, and peace across the galaxy, they declare, their voices ringing with hope and determination. The crowd joins in, and the night is filled with laughter, music, and the promise of a brighter future. The story of their victory will echo through the ages, a testament to the power of unity against tyranny. Together, they will stand strong, ready to defend their worlds and create a legacy of cooperation that inspires others across the galaxy.